Over the last 5 months, I've lost over 9% body fat. And today, I want to help you get in the best shape of your life. Today, we're going over my full process of how I've lost over 9% body fat in the last 5 months. We're going to talk about the nutrition, we're going to talk about the strength training, we're going to talk about your cardio, we're going to talk about everything that you need to know to get in the best shape of your life.
I've become a little stronger now, a little stronger now.
If you guys are new to the channel, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. I post weekly fitness content on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to help you get in the best shape of your life. And if you're subscribed, you won't miss out on the content that I'm posting weekly. I'm currently training to get in the best shape of my life for my wedding in September. My goal is to get to 8% body fats, and I have about 40 days left. So I'm really going to be taking it to the next level. So if you're interested in that process, like I said, posting weekly content on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The first thing that we're going to talk about is our nutrition. Nutrition is such a key piece for weight loss. And is really an area where a lot of people mess up. When people go on diets, they get all amped up and they think that it has to be this all or nothing thing. And the problem with a lot of diets is that they're so restrictive in nature that it cuts a lot of people off. There's too sharp of caloric deficits and it's not sustainable. One of the biggest things that I practice and that I preach is sustainable dieting and finding ways that we can create caloric deficits and follow a diet, but not have it be all consuming in our life. One of the biggest problems with a lot of diets and a lot of fad diets is that they're too restrictive and they cut people's calories way too deep. And this is not a sustainable thing. We have a basal metabolic rate, and your basal metabolic rate is the amount of calories that you burn at rest. This is the amount of calories that say that you laid in bed all day that it would take for your body to function, not counting movement or exercise or thermic effective food or any other calories that we burn throughout the day. And a huge problem with a lot of diets is that it gets people way too close or below their basal metabolic rate. And this is bad because when we do that, this is telling our body that we're stressed. This is telling our body that we're not getting enough food. And what our body's going to do is really going to push back and to become very resistant. It's going to hold on to body fat because it thinks that it's starving, and it's going to get rid of muscle mass. And this is the last thing that we want to do. The more muscle mass that we have, the more calories that we're going to burn at rest, and the easier it's going to be to burn body fat and get to the body composition that we want. The sweet spot of dieting is really finding a spot where we're still in a caloric deficit, but we're not too close to our basal metabolic rate. This is a place where we can consistently lose body fat, but not get rid of our hard-earned muscle and really sustain this amount of calories. Now, I left a link down in the comment section below where you can go fill out a form and I'll personally calculate your macros for free. I'll tell you how many carbs, fat, protein that you need to be eating to get in the best shape of your life. So when you're done watching this video, go fill out that form and I'll calculate your macros for free. By following a consistent amount of carbs, fat, protein, you're going to be in a caloric deficit, and that is really the key with this is we want to make sure that we're consistently in a caloric deficit. We don't want to be in a deficit for 3 days and then we have a bender and then we restrict ourselves, and it just gets into this really limbo effect where we're not actually losing weight or we're not making any progress. By looking at food as fuel, it's going to help you reach your body composition and your weight loss goals, and it's going to help you have better workouts. It's going to help you really prioritize your cardio. It's going to help you not be a zombie in your day-to-day life or your work life or with your family. And it's going to be a lot more sustainable. At the end of the day, food is just fuel, and we need to look at the food like that. And when we frame the mindset around that, a lot of things change. There is no one macronutrient that is good or bad. Carbs are good, fat is good, protein is good. We just have to have the specific ratio of each. When you're eating your proteins, you're going to want to structure most of your proteins around whole food sources. Things like meats, eggs, cottage cheese, yogurts, even adding in protein shakes where you need. Your carbohydrate sources, things like rice, whole wheat breads, oatmeals, whole wheat pastas, potatoes. Those are going to be awesome fuel sources for our workouts. And eating carbs is not a bad thing. I ate carbs and I lost over 9% body fat in less than 5 months. So if I can do it, you can do it too. Carbs are going to help us have great workouts. And by having great workouts, it's going to help us see more progress in the gym and reach our body composition goals. When we're eating fat, we want to structure around whole food sources like avocados, nuts, nut butters, even having some butter mixed in there. Eating fat is going to be great for your hormones and is necessary. So make sure that you're never skipping one macronutrient. We have carbs, fat, and protein. We just want the right blend of each. Next, we're going to talk about your strength training. It took hard work and it took getting stronger and progressive overload to build muscle. We never want to up our reps and lower weights just for the burn and to burn a lot of calories. When you're dieting, you want to make sure that you're keeping your weights heavy and that you're still prioritizing strength training and your compound movements and progressive overload, because that's going to tell our body that we need to hold on to the muscle mass that we have. If your body is constantly being challenged, your muscles are being stimulated, It's going to tell your body that we need this muscle mass and it's not going to get rid of it. Like I said, the more muscle that we have, the higher our basic metabolic rate is going to be, meaning that we're burning more calories at rest and it's going to be easier to reach your body composition goal. In my 8-week shred program, I have the whole program laid out and we follow this principle as well. Where we're focused on your big compound movements, we're focused on getting stronger. And even in some cases, I've had clients where they've even built muscle while being in a caloric deficit. So don't think that it can happen. You can lose fat and build muscle at the same time. Obviously, we're not going to put on 20 pounds of muscle, lose 20 pounds of fat, but you can put on muscle and lose body fat at the same time. My 8-week shred program are the exact same workouts that I've done over the last 5 months to get in the best shape of my life. So if you're ready to take your training to the next level and you're ready to get in the best shape of your life, I made my program available to you. I'll leave a link down in the description below. I'll even leave you a discount code where you can save some money on the program. With your cardio, we want to focus on implementing cardio in our program because cardio is going to help us burn calories, create a caloric deficit, and it's going to help us lose body fat. Now we have 2 different types of cardio. We have our lower intensity cardio and we have our higher intensity cardio. The lower and more aerobic cardio is going to be really good at burning calories, teaching our body to burn body fat and use body fat as an energy source. It's going to help us improve our aerobic base. It's really going to help us improve our health. Your higher intensity cardio or your more anaerobic cardio is going to help you improve your VO2 max, increase your anaerobic threshold. It's going to burn a lot of calories. And it's also going to help you kind of push through that last little plateau when your body is being resistant and it's not losing body fat. We want to make sure that we have a good blend of both. We never want to just do aerobic or we never want to just do anaerobic. We want to have both of these types of cardio in our training to see the best benefits. In my 8-week shred program, it has the full 8-week progressive program where we have a good blend of aerobic cardio, we have a good blend of anaerobic cardio, and it progresses from week to week so that you can actually improve your performance and actually improve your cardiovascular function. By blending both aerobic and aerobic styles of cardio, you're going to see better results, you're going to see better body composition results, and you're going to improve your cardiovascular function, which at the end of the day, our goal when we go to gym, yes, we have body composition goals and we have strength goals, but our main goal should be our health. And by adding cardio, it's just going to improve your health and you're going to feel better for doing it. Like I said, we want to make sure that we're not just doing aerobic or we're not just doing anaerobic. Because if we're just doing high intensity and anaerobic cardio, you're going to burn through a lot of the carbohydrates and the glycogen stored within your muscle, and you're not going to have energy for your strength train. And if you're just doing aerobic, you're not going to maximize your performance benefits and you're not going to maximize your fat burn potential. The next thing that I did that I want to talk about is focusing on your movement. Everybody's heard about the 10K steps and getting 10,000 steps a day, but this is a huge thing that people overlook. And I promise you that if you focus on getting 10,000 steps or more a day, it's going to help you burn a lot of calories and extra calories that you're not burning if you're just sitting. A lot of times people have very sedentary lifestyles or have very sedentary job where they're sitting at a desk all day. And by getting over 10,000 steps a day, you're going to burn an additional 400 to 500 calories. And over the course of 2, 3, 6, 12 months, burning an additional 400 to 500 calories every single day will add up and make a huge difference. Now, I'm a trainer. I move all day. I'm training clients around the gym. But a lot of times when I did get 10,000 steps a day, what I would do is at night, I would go on a walk with my family. It's something that we could do together. We could get outside, enjoy the weather, and it's a great way just to get more steps and more movement throughout the day. So find ways that you can structure your day to get more movement and get more than 10,000 steps a day. What I would do is I would track your steps a day, see where you're at, and you might realize that, wow, I don't get as much movement as I thought I did. But by incorporating 10,000 steps or more a day, you're going to burn more calories, you're just going to be more active, you're going to feel better, and you're overall just going to see better results. Another big piece of losing 9% body fat in the last 5 months is focusing my mindset around certain things. Now, most diets become very restrictive and they become very all-consuming. And I like to practice and I like to preach finding more maintainable and sustainable diet habits because that's what's going to lead to progress. If you diet for a month really hard, but then you go back to your old ways of eating and you go back to your same weight, there was no point in doing that. So by framing the mindset around sustainability and having something that I can maintain really helps. And I really think that if you can take that same mindset, it's going to help you see better progress. As far as nutrition, if we're looking at our macros, think of it as money, like we have a certain amount of money to spend every day. And yes, if you want to eat a cookie, you can include the macros from that cookie into your diet. It's going to eat up more carbs and fat in your diet, but it's going to help you maintain your sanity and stay with the program. I did a video about a month ago where I ate Oreos every day for a week and showed you how you can still lose weight. So I promise you can eat the foods that you enjoy and still lose weight. Now, by default, this is going to make you pick healthier food choices because the problem that I found was eating Oreos every day. It ate up a lot of my carbs and my fat, and I was hungry at the end of the day. So by default, it made me want to reach for more whole food sources, things like lean meats and really good carbohydrate sources like potatoes and vegetables. These foods are lower calorie, they're very high in volume, and they're going to keep you full, and they're really going to provide a lot of energy for your workouts. But like I said, at the end of the day, you need to find a way you can create sustainability with your program. If you're telling yourself that I can't have a cookie, this food is bad, and you're labeling foods, all it's going to do is it's going to make you want that food more. So what I would rather have you do is eat the cookie, one cookie, track it into your macros, and go on with your day. Don't beat yourself up about it. Don't tell yourself that, oh, the program's over, I can't do this anymore. You have to allow yourself to eat those foods to see better progress. So this is everything that I've done over the last 5 months to lose over 9% body fat. Now, if you have any questions, make sure that you let me know in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you with your questions. And if you're ready to take your training to the next level and you're ready to get in the best shape of your life, like I said, my full 8-week shred program is available to you. These are the same workouts that I've done to lose over 9% body fat in the last 5 months. It's going to lay out all your strength training. It's going to lay out all of your conditioning, teach you how to set up your macros and readjust your macros if needed. Like I said, I'll leave a link down in the description below, and I'll even leave you a discount code where you can save some money on the program. I'm going to leave a workout video for you guys to watch here next. Make sure you check that out, and I'll see you guys in the next one.